But, you may have another night of nitty gritty here because it's going to get pretty chilly again with temperatures. We've looking at current temperatures right now. It's not quite too cold yet. It's already in the 50s despite having another pretty warm day. Showing you this graphic again just because the sunset wasn't working last time, and it's absolutely beautiful as per usual. As we're getting later into tonight, temperatures are going to continue to drop, but not as much as we saw yesterday. They're just a little bit warmer above that freezing line of 32 degrees. You see here in San Angelo, we can have about 34, a little bit cooler up in the big country, 29 degrees, and similar to with a lot of fronts, it's a little bit colder in the big country because they have that earlier exposure to when these cold fronts come through. So you see it's a little bit warmer in the 30s throughout most of the Concho Valley, 36 degrees in Junction and Sonora, 37 over here in Mason. So tomorrow, showing you the highest map because we have a pretty wide range here. You see as low as 28 degrees up here in Snyder, but as high as about 55 down here in Junction. That is almost a 30-degree difference there, and that is because of the incoming system that we have with all of that precipitation as we get through. Here at San Angelo, though, we're going to see about 43, same in Abilene. Just that middle space is going to be staying in the 40s in between those two different extremes. So what's it going to look like when you're headed out the door tomorrow? It's going to be cold, long story short, especially cold during the morning time. Only about 36 degrees, and we'll finally get up to 40 by noon, and we'll stay in the 40s throughout the afternoon, and that can have an effect on what your precipitation is going to look like. Because, once we have these temperatures in the 40s, that is way above freezing, so we definitely won't see any snow sticking whatsoever, or some of it might not even reach the ground. So got the weather pattern here to show you what exactly is going on. This is where we're at right now with this cold front that's already passed below us and this low pressure system that's going to slowly make its way to the south as we continue through tonight. That cold front's going to disappear, and we just have this low pressure system with all of the snow here that's sitting in New Mexico. Now, something else we have up here is high pressure, and it's part of this high pressure, which is what gave us that super strong cold front with these much colder temperatures. You see the rotation on this high pressure system is actually clockwise. So that clockwise air is going to actually help some more moisture come into our area as we get into Wednesday morning, which is what could make that snow a bit more possible. When you look at the models here, you see that snow isn't really entering West Texas until we get into the afternoon, but those rain chances are still going to be very likely for those of you in the Concho Valley. Now, as we get through Wednesday afternoon, you could see a lot of that snow turn into wintry mix or even just straight up rain, again, because those temperatures are already so warm. And even in upper layers, it's a little bit warmer and even a little bit dry, so they just might not have enough moisture for snow to actually be coming down. That's going to be continuing as we get through the afternoon, but we will be done with this system as we get into tonight. You see little bits of scatter, but this could be parts of that precipitation that, again, is not even making it into the ground. We'll be done with that precip as we get into Thursday. So giving you a look of what you could be seeing, snow is going to be in the furthest north parts of the big country. And as you move further south, you get more into that wintry mix area, which is what Abilene or even Sterling City could be seeing. Once you get to the Concho Valley, that's when those rain chances increase, more so for those of you guys on the west, because you're going to be seeing that storm faster and you're closer to it than those of you on the eastern half of the Concho Valley. So wrapping it up with your 7-day forecast, we have that system that's coming in tomorrow. Then we have the cold front on Thursday that won't drop temperatures too much. And as we get into the weekend, temperatures will rise back into the 60s. We'll see the sun again. It'll be a lot more comfortable.